I'm Sean from dishonorablespeechandpolitics.com, and I have the impression that many people stop listening and go into defy mode when they feel that others are trying to impose their beliefs on them about what's the right way to speak or act. A good example of this is political correctness, or PC. From an article I recently read in The Atlantic, it seems that most Americans consider political correctness to be a problem. So I wanted to go over some of the issues I see with political correctness culture, as I understand it, and why I believe an honorable speech culture would be a better option. First, what are the similarities and differences between the two? Merriam-Webster.com defines politically correct as conforming to a belief that language and practices which could offend political sensibilities, as in matters of sex or race, should be eliminated. Merriam-Webster.com doesn't provide a definition for honorable speech, but I define it as speech that ultimately supports love and value building over hate and value destruction. While I do think honorable speech and politically correct speech share some surface features, such as not using racial or ethnic slurs in hateful ways, there are also some significant differences between the two in my opinion, including: number one, an honorable speech culture is one in which people try to inspire each other to speak more honorably, especially by leading by example rather than try to punish people into it, which is how I perceive political correctness culture to be. Political correctness culture feels like if I don't say the PC thing, then I'm a bad person and deserve to be punished, especially if I'm unrepentant for saying the non-PC thing. In an honorable speech culture, there's no such thing as a bad person. Just bad or destructive actions, and efforts are made to rectify and mitigate destruction without relying on hate-based punishment or threat of punishment. This may involve helping people be aware of the damages of their speech, including to themselves, but doing that in rapport and in a way that doesn't come across as judgmental of the person as a person. Number two, political correctness is, I believe, based more on hate and fear than love, while true honorable speech is based on love. The hate and fears behind someone enforcing PC culture could include wanting to feel right or like a good person, wanting to feel better about oneself by showing oneself to be better than others in terms of cultural sensitivity, and trying to get the approval of other PC enforcers. When someone wants to promote a true honorable speech culture, I believe they're motivated by a love for all human beings, including people who speak dishonorably, because those people are hurting themselves by doing it. The way I see it, politically correct culture supports a victim mentality because there are victims who need to be protected from certain words. A victim mentality helps lower people's self-esteem, in my opinion. Honorable speech culture supports personal responsibility, which I believe helps raise people's self-esteem. While politically correct culture and honorable speech culture share some similarities in terms of attempting to minimize some kinds of destructive speech, I believe honorable speech culture is the more preferable of the two because it's based more on love, more on inspiring than punishing, and more on personal responsibility and raising self-esteem than victimhood and lowering self-esteem. I hope you'll join me in promoting honorable speech, such as by leading by example, so we can live in a more loving, less punishing world. Thank you for watching.